A bottle of water can cost $1 at the grocery store, $3 at a restaurant, $4 at the movies, and $6 at the airport. The bottle of water did not change. What changed was its location. So the next time you feel that you have no value, maybe you're just in the wrong place.
Hey y'all. So this is going to be a seemingly random bunch of word salad. But you know what? The entire process has been very therapeutic for me. I don't expect anybody to make it all the way through. You don't have to. I'm going to have timestamps for each little spot, and that way you can kind of just fast forward if you want to. Um, it's got some of my music in it because that way it would have the background sound and the video just because I was being lazy. But anyways, there's going to be my reply to Brett Miller. There's going to be my reply to the boat. There's going to be just some blah blahing. There's going to be also a really pretty cool video that I found called The Lifeboat that I've been wanting to share for a while, but you have to have so much of your own content that matches up to how much of not your content you can use for it to be fair use. And so I'm putting it in here. I thought it would fit pretty good, anyways. Like I said, nobody, I don't expect anybody to watch this. But if you do, I hope maybe it helps give you something that will help. If not, this has mainly just been for me because I've been holding some stuff in for a really long time. And I have allowed for it to encompass my life in ways that I shouldn't have. I stopped focusing on the things that were important and started basically just the same thing as all of us. We got roped into this whole idea of hope. You know, Tommy was dealing with the hopium, and we all wanted it so much. So we all fell for it in one way or another. But, you know, I asked myself, what would Jesus do? I, uh, I'm still human, so I still battle. But this is my response. That I'm going to take a leave of absence. I'm going to disappear. I might pop in, might pop out, but I'm going to be gone for a while. So, anyways, if anybody listens and makes it through it, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all, period. But
I don't hate the guy, but people are all up in arms like why aren't we warning people about these predators? Well, there's certain people that people want to be warned about and other people are untouchable. We got a real life Bonnie and Clyde in our midst, and no, it's nobody. They were untouchable. They were the sweethearts. Bullshit. It's bullshit.
I have been in limbo on so many things for so long. How do I handle this? How do I handle that? Oh Lord, this happened. What should I do? How do I handle things that are not mine to handle? Why do I put the world on my shoulders and expect to keep it going? I can't even keep mine. Mental illness. It's a real thing. I surround myself with people that have mental illness because who doesn't? And what I mean by that is who doesn't have some sort of issue. I try to be accepting and loving. Too much so, according to some people, and sometimes even according to me. None of us were giving instruction manuals
in the traditional sense. We were given one, but most of us didn't even realize it till way late in life. Most of us looked at that instruction manual as something that brought pain, which is terribly sad. We all come together at a place called the Lifeboat because it was welcoming, it was loving. When you thought the Lifeboat a couple of years ago, you thought the words that would come to mind would be hope, family, not the traditional sense, because family traditional sense hurts. This is a family that was all the black sheep of the families coming together. We wanted to make change. We wanted to live our best lives. We wanted to show that it was possible for second chances to happen. It was started by a man who was not proud of who he was once. It was started by someone whom all of us believed, and I think including him, that second chances were possible and that we could overcome who we were. We grabbed onto that. But he was not God. He was not perfect, and I think that sometimes when we get put on a pedestal, we struggle with that, because when we're put on a pedestal, we no longer are ourselves. We are somebody that other people expect. Don't think that I didn't know that I didn't see that. That doesn't justify. It does not justify hurting people. It hurts when you fall off the pedestal. But in falling, you don't grab a hold of everybody and bring them down with you. When you called me out, Tommy, it wasn't Tommy anymore, it was Brett. And I hate that you felt that you couldn't battle, that you weren't strong enough to battle who you used to be. I wish that we could have been strong enough to help you with that, but I wish that you would have let us be. That's not for me. It's not for the rest of the boat. These were your decisions. I was angry. I was so angry. I felt for you when you were talking about it being the anniversary of you losing your father. Even though everything, I still had so much pain from watching and listening to you talk about that. Even though the day before was the anniversary of my losing mine. His birthday was the 3rd. It's just a really emotional time for me too. And for you to call out and discredit me and bring forward something that you had asked me not to mention. To use it against me, it no longer was a loving act. It became a pawn. And you used it in a way that was very ugly and very poignant. You said that she died of an overdose and that she was going to be cremated in an unmarked grave. She was murdered. And then for your little comment at the end of it about The Sopranos, don't think that wasn't caught.
Of course, I don't think that was meant for me. But still, such a showing of just how low you can go. Such promise. Such goodness you could have brought to this world. Sad.
See, I have a thing about bullies and its innuendos. If you want to come after me, you've got my address. That somebody's a bully, they don't scare me. Because when they see they have no use for you anymore, that they are no longer able to hurt you, because they no longer have the control, they no longer get anything out of it, because they realize they are irrelevant. And that is what you have become to me. That's why I didn't answer your messages. That's why I didn't answer your phone call. I should have probably. But I was tired of putting my life on hold, depending on whatever mood you were in and how you wanted to act that day. I'd been that way for a while. When you said that nobody offered you a chance to come and talk, you knew that was a lie. You knew that you had spoken of it on voice record that you sent to me. You knew that I had stuff on you. But you also knew what I had told you. Those things were in your past, and I wasn't worried about your past. I was worried about what you did in the future.
Now, of course, I hadn't learned everything yet. Things probably would have been a little different if I had.
I believed in you. I wanted to. I wanted to believe in me. I wanted to believe that if Christina had been given a second chance, that she would have been able to do something with it. I wanted to believe in every single person that was on that boat. But I don't believe in anybody just because I believe in them besides Jesus. Everybody else, if they act some kind of a way, that don't mean I have to stop loving them. That doesn't mean that I have to bash them or share everything I have on them, because that's what people do. It means I can lovingly choose to no longer allow my attention to be in their presence. And that's a hard process. Really hard. Because you don't just love somebody and then walk away. Trust me, I let somebody literally take me places I should have never even dreamed of. All because he left me. And the way that you think, you underestimated the fact that I meant what I said. You wanted to get at me because you thought I was getting at you. I'm not in the hustle anymore. Hell, I'm barely trying to live. Some of us don't have time. Damn sure don't have time to make somebody who is not worthy part of my life. Ain't nobody got time for that. But just because you feel like you aren't a good enough person doesn't mean there aren't good people out there. Stop underestimating the good people. Stop thinking everybody's like you, or that everybody is less than you. Some people really meant it when they said they loved you. And I'm sad that you don't understand what love is, because apparently you've never received it in a way that you were able to understand it. That's sad. That's a tragedy, but it's not my tragedy. Not mine to hold on to. We don't have to hate you. We don't have to bash you. You don't have the right to try to destroy anybody. And what you have done,
You need to be reflecting in that.
and trying to make amends for that. But you don't need to be doing this. All this is pain because you don't know how to handle pain. You're running away from yourself, the people that depended on you, the people that counted on you, and you're acting like a child. As for me and mine, I've been trying to give myself self-care recently. I've been trying to step back and unplug. And every day something else happens. Somebody else is in some kind of trauma. And I know that weighed on you. I know it weighed on you a lot, having so many people come to you with their trauma. For me, and being my best for them is being my best for myself as well. So I am going to walk away for a while. I'm going to step away, and I might show up somewhere. I might show up somewhere else. Anywhere I go is on me. And that doesn't mean that I have any responsibilities other than to be truthful, polite, respectful, genuine, not expecting anything in return, and not expected to give anything in return. Everything else are decisions.
I'm not gonna lie. The evil Misha that I deal with every day, I try really hard most of the time to keep her quiet. She was angry that day you called me out, that you used Christina for your agenda. I wanted to pull all the hurt, anger, betrayal I have felt, all the disrespect and lack of concern for Christina before and after her death. All of that came full force. It's been hard. Instead, though, I knew that I needed to pray, to read my Bible, because I'm not strong enough to always hold me down. I was given a couple of chapters in the Bible, 1 Corinthians 8 and 9, and I was really upset. Read them several times over, listened to some Bible studies on them. They weren't telling me what I wanted to hear, but they were telling me what I needed to hear. Just a little bit ago, I have this thing on my desk. It's a mailer. One of those pieces, that they try to get through to us. Some of them cults, some of them spam, some of them are real. Most of them have got their own little hustle. But this one, it's been sitting on my desk without my noticing for a while now. I can't see. I've lost my vision. So everything just kind of turns blurry. But if I focus really good, and I have these particular glasses on, for some reason I did, and I focused real hard on it for some reason, and it said, "Your word is truth." I'm sure if I were going to go back and read the entire chapter again, which I should, it's going to be talking about God's word being truth. It's also true for us. Our word needs to be truth. And if we don't like our particular truth, we need to analyze it, understand it, come to terms with it. By the way, that verse was John 17:17.
The community that became because you decided to create a channel, we've lost people in many ways. So my response to you, sir, for now at least, I had written a song for the boat a while back, actually. It was going to be an intro. Some stuff happened and I never ended up giving it to you. But it feels right now. Because I need to remind you. The boat was filled with all of us. And I need to remind the people who made that boat what it was. Including you. But everybody else. What it was. I want to remind them of the feeling and the reason we all came together, the reason we all knew each other. There's going to be people upset because they're in there. There's people that are going to be upset because they're in there, and so are other people. I don't have time for all of that. I don't have time to stay up with whose friend or who hurt who or who did this or who did that. My goal has always been to keep people together. So somebody can come at me if they want to, but it's not really going to do any good. I apologize if I didn't reach out to you and ask you. There's so many people in there that should be in there that aren't. But how do you choose? And so I did what I did, the best that I could. There are people in there that are characters. They're just representative because I couldn't put everybody in there. So if you're not in there, please don't be offended. If you are, just know that you've touched me in some way. And those people that are not in there have touched me too. It's just, there's not enough time in a day. But I hope maybe it'll do something to remind us all why we came together in the first place. We still need to hold each other accountable. Everybody. Because the people of the boat, they did damage too. We all did. It's easy to put it on one person, which one person, especially whenever they give so much reason to. We all need to step back for a minute. We all need to think and look and consider our hearts. Not through anger. Step back. Unplug. I promise you, it can work. I hope to prove it because I'm getting ready to do just that. There's going to be a video that I made for everybody. At the end, it's going to have I Am the Noise Opera's music. You need to check his channel out. And then there's going to be another video after that. I highly suggest you watch. It's kind of a good lesson. And then I might or might not say something after. I don't know. We'll see. So all you who have ever made it the boat, know that when we said we loved you, we meant it. It might not have been, it most definitely wasn't the honeymooner love. It most definitely wasn't the falling in love. But people have hated for no reason for so long. We can love for the right. That love was, we give you a chance. We believe you are worthy. Let's join together. Let's do this damn thing. Let's fight for ourselves and everybody we love who are struggling. And let's build a better life. That's what we mean when we say we love you. And then it grows from there because that's what love does. It's different with every single person. So I love you.
For as long as I can remember, I felt I'd fallen between the cracks of society, unseen, ignored, and useless. This is where I stayed, frozen, for decades.
Of life's sorrow, all alone, drowning in the depths of my despair. No one to hold, but in the darkness, a glimmer of hope appeared. A lifeboat sailing, saving me from my fears. Tossed and turned by the storms of life's cruel sea, feeling like there's no escape, no possibility. But then I saw the lifeboat reaching out its hand, guiding me towards safety, where I could finally stand. Oh, lifeboat, you're my guiding light in the midst of darkness. You showed me how to fight with your love and support. I found a brand new way on board the lifeboat. I'm floating towards a brighter day.
start with just telling me who you are and a little fun fact about you, okay? Oh. How about you, Elsa? Elsa.
Hi, I'm Elsa. I'm from Ohio, and my favorite food is spaghetti with ketchup.
And who's that?
You didn't make anyone else do that.
I didn't think you were listening.
Lucia from Colombia. She secretly bites her nails.
And him?
Kyle from Florida. His favorite movie is Pineapple Express.
And who's that?
Jake loves Herman Hesse and thinks everyone here is stupid.
All right. Look, guys, it's really important that we get to know each other before we go further into this process. Okay? Reese?
I'm Reese from CB Valley. Fun fact about me is, I think this game is fucking dumb.
I want you to go like this, Reese, until I tell you to stop. Just shake it out.
Dance, monkey. Dance.
See, Reese? See? Now you're a clown. Hilarious. Welcome to my workshop. Jan?
Hi, I'm Jan. I'm from Boulder, Colorado. I'm a Girl Scout. Used to be. And my favorite food is ice cream.
See, I admire Jan because she's honest. As young guys and gals, you guys, you tell yourselves these little lies that make you feel like you're bigger people. But those little lies, they're killing you. You're telling yourselves, I don't give a fuck. Well, I don't give a fuck is a death sentence. I would know, because I'm a survivor. Okay? And your parents think of you as lost causes, or they wouldn't have sent you away. But I've been there, and I beat it. Which is why I see in each and every one of you a little me in there struggling. Searching in the darkness for a second chance. A lifeboat. Kyle, Lucia, grab 2 chairs over there, put them in the center of the circle. Great. These 3 chairs represent 3 seats on a lifeboat. Those who you wish to save live. The rest of the group drowns. You have the option for keeping 1 seat for yourself. Reese?
What?
You're up. Who would you choose to save?
You can't be serious.
I don't even know these people.
We make most of our decisions about each other within 1/10 of a second.
Really?
I don't want to kill anyone, even if it is pretend.
It's just a game, just to get to know each other. Reese?
I'm not doing this. It's fucking bullshit.
All right, next person to refuse to play is going to get put on a program. That's it.
I'll play. Well, first off, I'd save myself.
Great. And?
And Lucy and Kyle.
The fuck, man?
It's a game, moron. Relax.
Well, wait a minute. Reese has a right to be upset. If it were up to you, he'd be dead. So why Lucia, the secret nail biter, and Kyle here from Florida?
I like Lucia because she's beautiful, and Kyle because he's the biggest. He can help fish, and once we hit land, he can forage. Or
While you and Lucia, what?
While me and Lucia have sex.
Okay.
I want to go now.
Okay?
Pick Lucia and Kyle.
Wow, isn't that interesting, guys? Same two students have been chosen twice. How about you, Kyle?
What?
Who are you gonna save?
I saved Lucia and Elsa so I can be a pimp.
The fuck? Dude, I rescued you.
Shit, I barely know you.
Really interesting thinking, Kyle. You're like a shooting star burning out bright. No survival skills whatsoever.
Who wants to live on a raft, dude?
So you'd rather die? I mean, why bother saving yourself then? Why not save a seat for somebody that actually gives a shit?
I want to change my answer.
I know why you have a drug problem now. You have no respect for your own life. Don't you wish you would have thought through your answer, Reese? Let's agree not to waste any more time on Kyle. Okay, everybody? Lucia, you've gotten a lot of love today. Who are you gonna save?
Remember, I saved you.
No pressure.
I guess I would choose Jake because he seems smartest. And you, Mr. Drexler.
The fuck? You can't pick the teacher.
Sure she can.
She's a kiss ass.
It's for survival.
Lucia's not a kiss ass.
And she's a fucking whore.
Don't talk to her like that, bitch.
Fuck you, bro.
Hey, enough. Stop. Sit down. Sit down. Now, Lucia uses her sexuality to get ahead. Okay. Does that make her a whore?
That's exactly what a whore is.
No. A whore has sex with men for money.
I want to change my answer.
We're getting somewhere, Lucia. Come on. Are you a whore? Because everyone in this room has a right to know before they make a choice.
No.
Well, then you're worse than a whore. Because you're giving away your body and asking nothing in return. Despite the fact that for the time being at least, it's by far your strongest attribute. Stop! Get down on your knees. You don't respect yourself, Lucia. And no amount of sucking up to me or anyone else is going to help you solve that. Next time somebody says, get on your knees, you say no. Now you can go. But only if you want to.
That wasn't cool.
No, that was a breakthrough.
Can I be excused also?
Next person to want to leave this class is going to be expelled from this school and sent to lockdown. Am I clear?
I feel sick.
Tell us why you're really upset, and I'll let you go.
This game is messed up. And I don't want to be here anymore.
You're only saying that because no one picked you. I think none of us noticed.
It's just a popularity contest.
First impressions, Jan. They can be more important than fact.
I'm not gonna let you upset me.
Lucia chose the teacher over everybody else in here. She got 3 times the amount of votes you did, Jan. Something you're gonna have to face, that because of the way you look, these guys think you're lazy. They think that you don't care about yourself. So you should be upset. Because maybe by being upset, it'll help you to want to make positive steps to want to fix your life. Do you want to make changes in your life, Jan? Jan.
Okay, yes.
Good. Then save yourself, Jan. Come on up here on the boat, okay? Come on. Guys. guys, if you were good kids and you had it all figured out, you wouldn't have been sent away. Don't you get that? The point of this game is to teach you a lesson. That deep inside, you all want to be on the boat. Who are you picking, Jan?
I don't want to pick. I don't want to hurt anyone's feelings.
That's what power is.
Please, Mr. Drexler, isn't there any way we can all be on the boat?
No.
This is so messed up. Fine. I pick Reese and Elsa because they were picked least.
Even though Reese let you die?
I wanted to change my answer. I already said that.
Doesn't matter, Reese.
Why?
I just don't want anyone to feel left out.
Okay. Jan's right. We all deserve a spot on this boat. Reese, Elsa, get on board. Elsa, stand up.
No.
Why are you here, Elsa? Huh? Elsa tried to kill herself, everyone. That's why she was sent away.
I don't deny it.
But you didn't have the guts to push down, did you?
Did you? You feel it's your duty to help troubled kids because you're a survivor yourself? It gives meaning to a life you know is worthless. You love the power of holding other people's lives in the palm of your hand, and you secretly enjoy failing to help them more than succeeding to. You prefer to work with children because you know if you cross enough boundaries, if you show just a little bit of your rotten core, we'll be afraid of you.
Get up and sit down. No. I said, get up and sit down now! I want you to explain to everybody that if there was only one seat on the lifeboat, that you would choose it for yourself. Can you hear me? I want you to explain to everyone that you would rather save yourself than everybody in this group, right? That if there was one seat on that boat left, you would choose it for yourself. Isn't that right? Huh? Tell us that every time you tried to cut yourself, that it was just a bullshit attempt to try to get attention from your parents, who could give two fucking shits about you. Tell us that your whole life is a fucking
She's joking!
Say it, goddammit! That all your attempts at suicide were just a failed attempt to get fucking attention, right? Theatrics! Fucking say it! Say it!
She's joking! Stop, Mr. Drexler, stop!
Tell me you're gonna save yourself, or I'll keep going.
I want a fucking spot on the boat!
These 3 chairs represent 3 seats on a lifeboat. I want you to reflect on how much better it feels to be chosen than to be rejected. I want you to fight for them. Everybody stand up. Just get in a circle. I'm gonna start by playing a song. When the music stops, you fight.
I lay in bed. Would you love me? Would you see? hurt I cause unwillingly. In this dark and twisted tale, I wish for once justice would prevail.
Tragedy off the coast of Virginia took 3 lives today. That of Kyle Brown, Lucia De La Cruz, and Jake Martin. Brown was said to have displayed incredible courage, according to onlookers, as he helped Elsa Matthews onto the lifeboat and saved 3. Every single day is a fight for our lives. Remember that.